everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today's video is all about summer vibes and sunset. It's another tutorial. I loved doing the smoky cat eye tutorial last week and the feedback has honestly been insane. So as you probably guessed it, this is the final look. Today's video isn't like the normal videos that I've been doing up until now. It's actually going to be a voiceover. Let me know what your thoughts are. These videos are for you. Even though I love them so much, they are for you. So if you haven't already, please hit subscribe down below. I never know which below it is, that one or that one, but hit subscribe, like and share with anyone that you think might like this video. Enjoy! Okay, so let's get started. Here I'm using the Beauty Flash Balm, which you've seen in other videos that I've done. I love to use this product before makeup when I'm prepping my skin, as it instantly moisturizes. It also brightens your skin and tightens your skin, ready for all the products you're about to put on. It's also the ultimate pick-me-up for tired skin, and it eliminates signs of fatigue in a second. Now that my skin is hydrated and moisturised, I'm using the Instant Smooth Perfecting Touch Cream, also by Clarins. This is seen as a primer. I don't personally call it a primer because we all know what I think of them. But I have spoken about this product in my quick and easy everyday makeup video. It's perfect for a smooth complexion as a base for any makeup, due to its light consistency, because it ensures that the skin is not overloaded and it can breathe. And what else would you want from a product before putting makeup on? And now to the brows. We all know how much pride I take in my eyebrows, and if you don't, then now you do. For my brows, sometimes I use the brow pomade by Anastasia Beverly Hills, but most of the times I use a cheap eyebrow duo from Rimmel, which I don't remember off the top of my head, but I will highlight the name of it down below in the description. I respect the fact that people like their eyebrows spiked up, and when clients ask me to do that, I honestly don't mind. Sometimes it actually does make your eyebrow look fuller, but my favourite method doing eyebrows is the sleek, clean cut eyebrow shape when you carve it, with the arch, and just keeping it simple and old school. Even though this product is so cheap, it is probably my favourite thing to use on my eyebrows out of all products out there. Next up is what I and majority of makeup artists call it, is the carving of the brows. Like I said before, and if you know me personally or on a client level, I love carving my eyebrows. I love carving my eyebrows. I love carving my clients' eyebrows. I just think it gives it that little, touch of sleekness. I hope that's a word, because if it's not, then it's another one added to my vocab of words that I make up. Anyway, I just love the way that carving your eyebrow makes your eyebrow look just so clean and so tidy and sharp, and the arch just makes it look so sexy. And I know you think it might be weird that I'm going on about carving eyebrows, but I am really OCD about eyebrows, can't lie to you. I'm not going to lie to you. My clients out there watching this video, I know you know, my friends and my family. Eyebrows are a big thing for me, and I could literally spend about 40% of my time doing a client on their eyebrows. I mean, I just love it. Love eyebrows, love making them look sleek, fresh and clean. I mean, shall I just stop talking about eyebrows now? Because I bet you're getting sick of it. But they are really important to complete any look of any kind, especially a glam look. Okay, so I'm going to shut up about eyebrows now and move on to the eyelid. This is quick and easy. It's one of the quickest steps of a makeup look. This is the MAC Paint Pot in the shade Painterly. I love this eyeshadow base. It's so good for all types of eyeshadow. It's not too dry, it's not too oily, and it just sits right on your eyelid. There's no creasing, there's no flaking, and the eyeshadow just mixes in so nice with it and does not budge, and that is a promise. So obviously for this creative look, I'm using the Carnival palette where they've collaborated with Stacey Marie, who's a fabulous makeup artist. This is the XL version of her palette. Using a fluffy blender brush, I'm going in with the colour Keen, which is yellow. I'm sure you can see that by watching this video. And I'm using it as my transition shade. I'm not putting it directly on the crease. I'm mainly putting it above the crease, but still avoiding my brow bone at all costs. The reason why I'm using a fluffy blender brush and not a more tightly finished and dense one is because I want this yellow to stay very, very light and very, very smooth. I don't want it to be packed on at all. Next up, I've gone in with my Morphe M433 brush that I've spoken about in probably every single one of my videos, and I'm using the colour Lit. I've also mixed it a tiny bit with the colour Boy Bye, which is more of a reddy orange, and the reason why I've done this is because I don't want it to be neon. I want it to be bright but not in your face neon type of orange. So as opposed to the yellow, I've gone in with these shades directly on my crease because I wanted it to transition from yellow to orange to represent more of a sunset, and I'm constantly blending the two together. It's really important to blend the two together so it actually has a look of togetherness rather than one block colour next to another block colour, which is definitely not what I want to achieve. Okay, so this brings me on to our next colour. This one is called In Lust, still from the same palette, the Stacey Marie XL Carnival one, which I'll be using for this whole look, by the way. I'm now using the M456 Morphe brush, which I've also spoken about this before, I think. If I haven't, it's amazing to pack on the colour, which is why I love using it for creative looks. Don't tell my mum I said amazing, but it is. And the other reason why I love this brush so much is because the end of it at the tip, it's quite fluffy, so you can also blend with it. So you don't only pack, you blend. As you can see, I'm now going with a different brush and I'm blending the colours together again. I can't tell you how important it is to keep going back and blending. You don't want to end up with a block colour on your eyelid, a block colour on your crease, and then a block colour underneath your brow bone, because that will just be a massive tragedy. So this colour is magenta, kind of like a pinky magenta colour. I see a sunset as that, especially if you've been to Ibiza before, because they have the best sunset. So does Israel, but Ibiza sunsets are just like dreamy. They're yellowy, orangey pink, and that is what I envision when I think about sunsets. I'm only putting this colour on the outer corner of my eyelid. I am taking it up to the crease, but only so that it blends with the orange and then with the yellow. I'm not putting this colour on the inner corner of my eye. As you can clearly see, I've left it a bit blank. And the reason for that is I'm going to be using another colour on it in the corner. Big plans. Well, not that big because it's just an eyeshadow, but you know what I mean. Anyway, okay, so I know I've said this so many times before during this video up till now, but blend my honeys. I can't stress enough how important blending is, and if you don't blend, it will just look, well, I'm not going to say it, but you probably could already guess. Next up, I'm going back with Keen, and now I'm using a flat brush that I've actually also spoken about this in my eye brush videos. I normally use this for pigment or glitter because it's flat and really dense. I then take a pencil brush and I blend the yellow into the magenta so that it doesn't have, again, a blockage of colour. Remember, unless you're cutting the crease and your purpose is to have one block of colour and another, say, glitter, you have to keep blending. But it's not hard at all, and the more you blend, the more practice you get, and the more practice you get, the closer to perfection your blending is going to get. I literally just clapped, but no one's here, and you lot can't see me speak, so let's just ignore that. And yes, believe it or not, your finger is sometimes the best method to blend a few colours together. Okay, so I'm going back in with the M433 just to give it a little push of a blend at the end. Now I'm going back in using the M456 brush, and I'm actually using the colour called Persuasion. It's kind of like a light plummy colour, and I'm only putting it on the corners of my eyes, right on the lash line, on the eyelid, and yes, I'm using my finger again. And I'm doing this just to darken the corners up and give it a little zhuzh. So what I did a second ago, I went in with the colour Fortune and any brush, like you can use a pencil brush or you can use a flat brush. It's a gold shimmer compact eyeshadow just to give it a little highlight in the inner corners of my eyes. And now what I'm doing is I'm keeping the liquid eyeliner right on my lash line. I'm not giving it a flick, I'm just doing this so it looks nicer when I put my eyelashes on. That is literally the only reason why I'm putting it on. I don't always like to do a flick. Most of the time I don't actually like a flick at all, and especially for this look I want to keep it quite simple and kind of matte. Let's just ignore the inner corner of my eye, but that is the final eyeshadow look before I put the lashes on. And now I'm just putting a tiny bit of mascara on. This is my Clarins mascara that I just use for ease. And this definitely helps you set the lashes, and it actually helps the lashes stick on much, much better. So I've put my eyelashes on off camera because it's just easier that way. I'm using the Maybelline Superstay foundation, which is new and I absolutely love it. It's £10 and it's not oily, it's not dry. I think it's just the perfect consistency and it's so easy to put on. It's a little bit too thick, but if you use an illuminator, thank God I didn't make a tongue-twisted wording out of that, but if you use an illuminator with it, which I actually didn't in this video because I wanted to keep it matte, but I will do in another video, it actually makes it glide on much better and it has more of a shine to it and it doesn't look that flat. But it won't look that flat once I've done the contour, which you'll see in a little bit. Always make sure you cover your neck. So this next bit, I am doing my concealer under my eyes. I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me concealer, which has actually been compared to the NARS concealer, and I can assure you it might not be 100% there, but it's 90% there. It's incredible. This concealer does not budge, does not move. You can put it on and another layer and it will be even better and better. Honestly, I can't stress enough how good this concealer is, and I think it's actually only £7. And yeah, I actually am blending it with a brush and not a beauty blender, believe it or not, eh? Okay, so on to the last little bit of completing the eye. I'm going back in with the colour in Lust and the M456 brush, and I'm just putting it on the lower lash line. What you're going to see in a second, oh, I've got something in my eye. What you're going to see now is I'm going in with Keen and I'm putting it kind of on the in Lust, but also underneath it to complete and make it match the top. And of course, blending it together, blending it together. Now I'm using a black eyeliner pencil as opposed to black eyeliner gel. And this is just standard black eyeliner, and I'm using it in my waterline. Next up is the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. I'm obsessed with it. It does what it says on the tin. It's flawless and it makes your skin look so soft and smooth. On this occasion I'm actually using the tan shade, which is number 3. Most of the time on a day-to-day basis I do use shade number 2, but to contour I always go deeper. I apply it on the underneath of my cheekbones, on my forehead, my jawline, and of course to contour my nose on the side of my nose. So for blusher, I'm using the Morphe M510 brush that I've definitely spoken about before. I apply it slightly on my cheekbones and the apples of my cheeks, I think that's what they're called, to get that fresh, vibrant look. And honestly, no look is ever completed without at least a tiny bit of blusher. Next up is my favourite thing to complete a look, which is the highlighter, and I'm using the Jeffree Star Cosmetics highlighter brush on my cheekbones, my nose, and sometimes I even put it on my Cupid's bow, but I guess not in this video. To line my lips, I'm using Cork by MAC Cosmetics. Many people love it. Many people know of it. It's a true brown lip liner. I apply it just so slightly above my lips to make them look more, I say, fuller and voluptuous. Can you call your lips voluptuous? Anyway, I'm not going to bore you too much because I'm sure you guys and girls know how to line your lips, but I will give you a little tip. By colouring your top lip and your bottom lip in the middle with the pencil, this also helps your lips become fuller once you've put your lipstick on. And I personally think that by doing this, it helps the lipstick set properly and bring all the colours together. And also for an even more of a fuller lip, I use a dark lipstick all over, and then I've gone in with the colour Myth by MAC and put it slightly in the middle of both the top and the bottom lip. I then use lip gloss, of course, and that is the complete look. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you liked this version of a voiceover, and I hope you've got some tips and tricks from me to create your glam sunset summer vibes. Obviously, and don't forget to hit subscribe down below, and see you all next week. Bye guys!